With a field of 23 starters here tonight, folks, we'll talk you through them. Cody Shanahan of Western Athletics, Jack Holden of St Kevin's, Callan Goldsmith of Mornington Peninsula, Matthew Tong of Western Athletics, interstate visitor Samuel Clifford of Tasmania, a World Junior Cross Country representative, Archie Reid of South Bendigo, Ben Kelly of Glen Huntly, Alexander Ritchie of Box Hill, Mitch Thompson of Deakin, Joshua Maisie of Doncaster, Sean Guinea of St Stephen's, Ben Moynihan of St Kevin's, Zach Patterson of Knox Athletics, Julian Oakley of St Kevin's, Nick Baggett from Box Hill, a three-time Olympian in Jeff Risley from Knox Athletics Club, Toby O'Brien of St Stephen's, Frankie Conway, Melbourne University, James Hanson, Knox Athletics Club, Inside Running Podcast's Brady Threlfall from the Bendigo Harriers, Liam Cashin of Western Athletics, Anthony Aloisio of Richmond Harriers, and rounding out the field, Edward Marks of Glen Huntly. As we go through the first lap here, folks, in about 68 seconds, Shanahan was second at the most recent Milers Club in the 3K to a man in the stands here, Sam McEntee. McEntee not making the 12.5 lap journey this evening, saving up his Adapec apparently, as Shanahan leads through in 68. Massini and myself will work on the mathematics, but we understand that is 14.10 pace. Numbers to watch here. We don't actually have a selection policy yet, but the 14.15 is usually the World Under-20 qualifier, and I think Edward Marks will be keeping a close eye on that in the Glen Huntly kit. Hanson up the front there. Has come back off a bit of a European season. We'll see what sort of shape he's in. Patterson, a former World Junior representative. Risley making the journey a few laps longer than his usually preferred 8 and 15 double, but we'll watch with great interest there to see where his fitness is on the road to Tokyo.
But would you...
As we roll down here to 1K, we'll look for about 250 to 252. Shanahan with a look over the shoulder. If we want a time tonight, we might need a bit of work here from the group, but as I say that, Shanahan pulls wide. We may have an aforementioned arrangement. However, still a Victorian Championship up for grabs.
As a Tasmanian gets into the front. So Cody Shanahan still leading Victorian in this race. James Hanson closely follows, and Cody's teammate in Liam Cashin into fourth position. Been comfortable 2 and 4 as they were for much of the race last Thursday night at the 3K Milers Club as they come in 1,200 metres. 3 laps into his 12.5 lap journey.
Marks keeping close watch there, followed by Risley and Goldsmith and the youngster Archie Reid. Reid, one that's raced all across the world, has run in Valencia, the United Arab Emirates, bit of a man of many races.
It's a fun fact, Whip.
Got 12.5 laps, may as well. We continue to lead here from our Tasmania visitor, Sam Clifford. Personal best of 14.49. Oh, scratch that. It's Julian Oakley. The green's thrown us there. Shambolic from us. We do apologise to our international visitor, Mr. Oakley of New Zealand. Lack of St Kevin's singlet probably threw us there, but we'll let St Kevin's go there. Shanahan remains second, with Hanson keeping a close watch in third, followed by Cashin, Marks and Risley.
And in previous races, we saw some races within races, but all we're seeing tonight is a thick train of athletes. The whole 23 of them, one by one, spread out across the track, and hardly any gaps from heel to heel.
Winner of the B race in the 3,000 metres at Milers the other week at Duncan McKinnon. Mitch Thompson out the back there. Watch for him late. A 149 man over 800 metres. Oakley continues to lead. We'll look to see if we have any signs of life from the pack here. They do seem comfortable to let the Kiwi lead.
Mitch Thompson's moustache for Movember, surely worth a few seconds, Whip.
Yeah, he's given himself a running head start there into Movember, the big handlebar, but Thompson just taking his time at the back there. This is a bit further than he's used to, so the training wheels remain on as we come toward 2,000 metres. We will be looking for Michael.
About a time of 5:40 would get them the 14:10 time that a lot of them put down around as their fastest seed time. It'll be quite a good race for a bulk of the field.
And Jeff Risley might be after that 14:10 time because he's gone to the front, followed closely by training partner Hansen and Patterson. Oh, don't you love this, Michael? Some team tactics.
The old training mates. On Thursday night, we saw Cashin and Shanahan going quite towards the front of the pack. Now we see the Knox athletes making it look like a training run for the three of them where they're most comfortable. 1, 2, 3 on each other's heels. Forgetting about the rest of the pack, just looking straight ahead.
Risley, a Knox man through and through, hails from Harkaway, followed by Hansen. Patterson looking fantastic. Mark starts to move up. He wants to be right on that pace. Ed Marks, our under 20 to watch here, sitting right on the men that have trod his path before. Patterson, Hansen, and Risley. Hansen looking to help out here, moves to the front.
We see Shanahan from Western Athletics moving on to Mark's shoulder, not too happy to sink too far deep into the pack. Hansen had some great progression in all his races on the track last season. Looking forward to see what he'll do in the later stages of this race, becoming quite a strong runner, Sean.
Yeah, look, we've got quality across the field here. Hansen has opted for flats, saving the carbs. Shanahan, a former winner of the Zatopek under 23,000 metre race. So top to bottom here, there are plenty of gentlemen in this race that could stake their claim for the win towards the latter stages. As we come up to 3,000 metres, I'll pass over to our resident mathematician, Michael Massini. What are we going to be looking for here, Michael?
Oh, thanks, Whip. For a time of about 14:10, we're looking for 250 per kilometre, so that's around about the 8:30 mark for that 14:10 pace, which they might be a bit shy of.
I think we'll be a smidge off at the moment, but we see Patterson roll to the front. Still got a really, really thick bunch there. Through in 8:35, so by no means off 14:10, but starting to slip just a touch.
In saying that as well, the pack has been pretty tight for the whole race. I think a few of these boys, we have seen them in multiple races over the years with fierce kickdowns. So to increase the pace over the last 5 laps shouldn't be a problem for a big bunch of them.
Yeah, in recent years, we've seen Risley run the likes of 144 and 332. So a man that when the pace gets going, he does have some wheels. We'll just have to wait and see what the 12.5 laps does to him.
So 2 younger athletes in, Ed Marks of Glen Huntley and Sam Clifford from Tasmania, looking pretty comfortable in 5th and 6th position, as do club mates at the front of the field in Cody Shanahan, Liam Cashin from Western Athletics, and our leaders in Jeff Risley and James Hansen. Apologies, that was Zach Patterson and James Hansen at the front of the field. As we see the boys go through. Go through 4 kilometres in just under that 14:10 pace. So the pace has increased a little bit as the rest of the field has strung out.
Risley's left us here, possibly helping out a few mates in the group there. Hansen looking strong at the front, has range everywhere from 800 to 10k. Will be dangerous. We've got Hansen, Patterson, Oakley, Shanahan, Cashin. A small gap starting to grow to Marks. Clifford, Aloisio, Maisie, Moynihan and Threlfall. So 3 Kiwis in the top 3. Maisie, Moynihan and Oakley for anyone playing at home.
Anyone filling out the quiz book. As there is a bit of a gap in the first 4, so Hansen, Patterson, Oakley and Shanahan have gapped Liam Cashin as they move into the last 600 metres of this 5,000 metre Victorian Championship.
As we come toward 800 metres to go here, 2 laps remaining. We've got 1,500 metre specialists and 5k men in that bunch there. Watch for Oakley. Oakley, the top seed in the field, a sub 14-minute athlete. Hansen getting a gap now. Hansen looking to stake his claim on that Victorian title. Doesn't look like we've got a response from the second pack there. Hansen really starting to put the ground into them now as Patterson starts to lengthen his stride slightly. We've got Oakley just behind Patterson and Shanahan is the 4th one with the gap. As Michael said before, with 600 to go with James Hansen just on about 12:27. He is absolutely rolling.
Now, could be looking for a couple of times in the low 14s for our leading runners, particularly Hansen coming in with 1 lap to go.
Keep your watches on this, folks. James Hansen has been known to open up a big last lap as Oakley moves around Patterson. Shanahan holds 4th and Clifford in 5th.
Followed by Maisie, Cashin, Moynihan and Trethal. Aloisio and Marks coming through, all with 1 lap to go or less.
As we move back down the field, Conway of Melbourne Uni, followed by Ben Kelly and Nick Baggett of Box Hill, Goldsmith, Holden, Reid and Guinea, a man who wears his heart on his sleeve for St Stephen's. He'll close well.
So we turn our attention back to this front straight. Hansen with about 120 metres to go. Oakley, the New Zealander, not too far behind, and Hansen's clubmate in Patterson in 3rd position, 2nd in the Victorian Championships. As Hansen, 50 metres to go. Look at the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
Hansen all day here, folks. 13:58, easy as you like. Oakley in 2nd, just on 14 minutes. Patterson, brilliant to see him back on track. 14:04, 06 there for Shannon. Clifford, the excitement there as an under 20. We don't have a selection policy yet, but sub 14:10 usually gets you on the World Junior team, so. And possibly a club or state record by his yelling.
Record is very good.
Yeah, he's very happy.
And why wouldn't you be, Whip? It's a very quick time, mate. As we see Ed Marks cross the finish line, Ben Kelly, Nick Baggett, Frankie Conway, Callan Goldsmith of Mornington, Jack Holden of St Kevin's, Archie Reid of South Bendigo, Sean Guinea of St Stephen's, Toby O'Brien also of St Stephen's.
We'll wait for photo finish, but I think Sam Clifford might have just dipped under there. Not only is he an under 20, he's an under 18.
I would have reacted the same way if I thought I just broke the under-18 Australian record as well.
Could have snagged himself a national record and the qualifier for the World Under-20 Championships to be held next year in the spiritual home of distance running, Nairobi.